Start in child's pose. Walk your hands forward and sit your hips back. Take a really big breath in and a really big breath out. On an inhale, come up to tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and then move into cat and cow. Drop your belly on your inhales. Round your spine on your exhales. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back. Feel your quads fire up here. Inner thighs spiral slightly in. Press your heart back towards your thighs. Another big breath in. Another big exhale out. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. Step your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms above your head. And then fold all the way down. Flatten your back. Halfway lift one more time. Step to high plank. Bring your knees to the ground. Lower down to your belly. Cobra pose. Shoulders back and down. Press up to your knees and press back to downward facing dog. Take one breath here. And then lift your heels high. Bend your knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there, fold down. Rise up to stand, reach your arms up, fold all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Step to your high plank. Move through chaturanga. Upward facing dog this time, downward facing dog. One more full round of this sun salutation. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there, fold all the way down. Rise all the way up to stand, reach your arms up, and fold forward right away. Halfway lift, breathe in, step to your chaturanga, your low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. One breath here, and one breath out. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, step your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Remember, weight in your heels. Lift from your chest. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Take one more breath in. And fold all the way down. Separate your feet hips width. Take Padangusthasana. Take your first two fingers and wrap them under your big toes. Pull your elbows out wide as you fold your chest towards your toes. Find length here. Breathe in big. And release it all out. Let it go. Then release your hands. Toe heel your feet further apart, malasana or low squat. Bring your hands to your heart, drop your hips down. Focus on pressing through the outer edges of your feet. And if you'd like to stay here longer, you can pause the video and take a few more breaths. As you exhale, straighten your legs. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Lift your right leg into the air. Crescent lunge. It's a full high lunge here, keeping the ball of your left foot lifted. Reach your arms up. Wrap your pinky fingers in. Dig down through your right heel and work towards drawing your right hip back, left hip forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Warrior 3. Lift your left foot up, and then this time either hands at your heart or reach your arms in front of you. And on an exhale, belly to spine, draw your left knee in towards your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Stand all the way upright. You're going to repeat that a few more times. Flex your left foot, send it behind you, Warrior 3. Reach your arms in front of you, return them back to your heart, Stand all the way back up again, knee into your chest. One more time. Extend your left foot behind you. Reach your arms in front of you. Hands back to your heart. Left knee back into your chest. Eagle pose. Cross your left leg all the way over your right. And then you'll take your left arm under your right. Keep squeezing your thighs towards each other. And keep lifting your elbows in line with your shoulders. Inhale, unwind, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold both feet on the ground. Halfway lift as you inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, downward facing dog. Lift your left foot high. Crescent lunge. Stay high on the ball of your right foot. Wrap your pinky fingers in. Belly to your spine for every breath in and every breath out. Hands to your heart, lean forward, go forward, warrior 3. Reach your arms in front of you. Take a tiny bend in your left knee, rise up to stand, one-legged Tadasana. Warrior 3, reach your right foot back, fingertips forward. Rise up to stand, one-legged Tadasana. One more round. Reach your foot back. Reach arms forward. Breathe in. Exhale, come up to stand, right knee into your chest, eagle pose. Squeeze your right leg over your left, and then you'll bring your right arm over your left. Think about your left leg in a one-legged chair. Bend deeply into it. Inhale to unwind. Exhale to forward fold. Halfway lift, Vinyasa, high to low plank. When you get back to downward facing dog, lift your heels. Bend your knees, jump through or step through to a seat. Sit onto your butt for boat pose. You may have seen this in some of your ab workouts. You'll squeeze your legs towards each other and lift your chest as if someone could push between your shoulder blades. Breathe in. Low boat, exhale. Keep your shoulders lifted without rounding them forward. Lift back up to high boat. And then bring your knees in. Come through to your tabletop or high plank. Stretch through the front side of your body in your upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump through to a seat, and lie all the way on your back. Supine hamstring stretch. Lie flat on your back, either with your left leg extended or your foot planted on the ground, and either reach for your right hamstring, calf, or big toe, keeping both hips equally on the ground, drawing your belly towards your spine. If you start with a bent knee and it feels okay, extend your left leg straight, making sure that your low back stays long against the mat. Send breath through the back side of your right leg. And switch it up. Your right leg will be different than your left leg. You can start with a bent knee or a straight leg. Maybe reaching for behind your left leg, your calf, or for your big toe. Get control of your breath once again. Full inhale, full exhale. Bend your left knee, bring both your knees into your chest. Then cross your right leg all the way over your left for Gomukhasana. Squeeze your thighs towards each other, just like your eagle pose, and you'll reach for your shins or your ankles or your calves. Think about your tailbone and spine long on the ground in front of you. Take about 10 to 15 breaths here. feeling the stretch through your outer hips. Make sure your neck is relaxed, face muscles relaxed. Maybe you bring your legs a little bit closer to you. Last breath in. And then unwind your knees. Bring your knees outside of your ribs for happy baby. Reach for the outer edges of your feet or behind your knees. And again, think tailbone long towards the front of your mat. It requires a little bit of core engagement here. Option here to bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch and hold onto your ankles. Gomukhasana, left leg over your right. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. With your tailbone long, then maybe you think about pulling your legs closer to you. Flex your feet, protect your knees. If you'd like to go deeper, reach for the outer edges of your feet instead. Uncross your feet. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll a few times along your spine, picking up momentum. And you'll sit all the way up for double pigeon. If this doesn't feel good, take the pigeon on your back. Sit onto your sits bones. Flex both your feet. Your right ankle will cross over your left thigh, and then your left knee will go right over your right ankle. Shins will be stacked here. You can start with your chest upright and then hinge your body forward. Then walk your hands back up. Uncross your feet. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Double pigeon left side. Left shin on top of right shin. Hinge your body forward or stay upright. This side might be different than the first. That's okay. Take a long breath in, settle into it, breath out. Start to walk your hands back up. Uncross your feet, roll down to your back one vertebrae at a time. Bridge pose. Heels press down, hips lift up. Squeeze your thighs. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you, interlace your hands. Knees track forward. Heart lifts up a little higher towards the back of the room. As you exhale, lower down slowly. Take a breath in. Breath out. Second bridge pose, press up. Slowly lower back down. Your final bridge pose. Press up when you're ready. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. And lower down slowly. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together and your knees apart. Lie on your back. Arms overhead or one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Then take your hands outside of your knees. Bring your knees into your chest and send them over to the left for a spinal twist. Right shoulder towards the ground. Breathe in through the right side of your body. Your gaze can fall over your fingertips or stay straight up in the air. Draw your belly towards your spine. Bring your knees into your chest and send your knees over to the right for your left side spinal twist. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Knees into your chest. Either extend your legs straight up in the air or slide your mat over to a wall to extend your legs up a wall. This inversion is great to get blood rushing the opposite way in a more restorative manner. Keep your feet gently flexed, shoulders down and back, and your entire spine on the ground. After 10 breaths, either stay here for Shavasana or slowly come down, unwind your legs, unfold your legs, Shavasana, final rest. Feel free to rest here as long as you need.